My phone vibrated at 2:14 a.m. Not a call, a notification. Her name rose on the screen like a bruise. I didn't open it right away. I already knew what it would be. The timing was too precise. The silence before it too loud. I watched a ceiling fan turn, counted 3 rotations, then unlocked the screen. A photo, white sand, blue water, his arm, familiar watch, unfamiliar intimacy resting around her waist. She was laughing the way she used to laugh, only after wine and victory. The caption was worse than the image. No regrets. I sat up slowly, the room still smelling faintly of her shampoo, though she'd been gone for days. I had warned her, calmly, clearly. No raised voice, no theatrics. Go on that trip with him, and I'm done. She didn't reply then. She replied now, with proof. I set the phone face down and listened to the quiet apartment breathe. Somewhere inside me, something clicked into place. Not anger, alignment. She called the next morning like nothing had happened. Her voice was light, sunburned. She talked about snorkeling, about a resort bartender who remembered her name, about how I would love the view. I let her talk. I always let people reveal themselves. When she paused, waiting for my reaction, I gave her none. You're still upset, she said, already defensive. I said what would happen, I replied. You're being dramatic. He's just a friend. That word again. Friend. It had become her favorite shield. I remembered the first time she mentioned the trip, casual, slipped, between groceries and laundry. I remembered the way she avoided my eyes when I reminded her of our boundary. I remembered the smirk when she packed the red dress she claimed she never wore anymore. Denial is loud when you listen closely. She promised to bring me something back. I told her not to bother. When the call ended, I opened my laptop and logged into the account she thought I didn't know about. The cloud backup she forgot was shared. The photos multiplied. Different angles, different nights, the same man. And her smile grew more confident with each image. I didn't confront her. I cleaned. I boxed up the framed photos she loved. I cleared half the closet. I changed the password on the streaming accounts. Small things, quiet things, rehearsals. Then I made a call. The lease allowed subletting with written notice. I had already prepared the paperwork months ago. Back when I first noticed the way she guarded her phone like a second heartbeat. The woman who answered my ad arrived that evening. Professional, early 30s, calm eyes. No questions that mattered. She walked through the apartment slowly, nodding. It's perfect, she said. I can move in immediately. I smiled for the first time in days. Good, I said. She'll be back tomorrow. That night, I slept deeply. No dreams. No knots in my chest. Just a clean, dark rest. Clarity does that. Her flight landed at noon. She texted from the rideshare. Heart emoji. Told me she missed me. I didn't respond. I was sitting at the kitchen table when the door opened. Suitcase wheels stopped abruptly. There was a pause. A breath held too long. Who is that? She asked. The other woman looked up from her coffee, unbothered. Calm as stone. I'm the new tenant, she said pleasantly. You must be. My wife dropped her bag. Her confidence drained first. It left her eyes hollow, her posture uncertain. She looked at me like I was a stranger who knew her secrets. You can't be serious, she whispered. I slid the folder across the table. Lease amendment. Notice of separation. Printed screenshots, timestamps intact. No commentary. Just facts. Her hands shook as she flipped through them. This isn't what it looks like, she said automatically. I leaned back. It's exactly what it looks like. She cried then. Loudly. Messily. She begged me to talk, to explain, to understand. She said his name like it might soften the air. I said nothing. Silence is heavier when it's earned. She tried to touch me. I stepped away. She accused me of spying, of planning, of being cold. She was right about one thing. I warned you, I said finally. Publicly, you chose him. Privately, I chose myself. She looked around the apartment, at the rearranged furniture, at the boxes stacked neatly by the door. The reality settled in layers. You already knew, she said. Yes. How long? Long enough. She sank onto the couch, smaller somehow. The woman at the table stood, excused herself, and went to her room. Dignity is contagious. My wife followed me to the door. You're throwing everything away, she said. I opened it. No, I replied. I'm returning what never belonged to me. Later, alone in a hotel room, I felt nothing dramatic. No triumph. No grief. just a steady quiet. Betrayal doesn't always hurt the way people promise it will. Sometimes it clarifies. Sometimes it sharpens the edges until you can finally see the shape of your life without distortion. She sent messages for weeks. Apologies. Anger. Nostalgia. I didn't block her. I simply stopped answering. The last photo she posted disappeared quietly. The likes slowed. The confidence never returned. As for me, I learned something simple. When someone shows you who they are in public, believe them. And when they come back looking for safety, make sure it no longer lives with you.